Hey there team, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to some more Star Trek Resurgence.
The Titan's communications
number
officer
one.
says Captain Riker will be ready in just a moment.
Oh, well, he's not number one
You need to see
anymore,
this.
if he's a captain.
The report on the data breach.
Damn.
Damn.
It's worse than I'd hoped. They didn't just compromise our shields. They stole the shield algorithms for all of Starfleet as well.
Oh, that's
Meaning
not good.
every ship is potentially vulnerable to attack, making this so much worse than it already was.
Sir, Starfleet has to know. Come on, brother.
Given the potential consequences, we should notify Starfleet as soon as possible.
I don't disagree, but I'll reach out to Ambassador Spock about it. I don't want to cause a panic,
Yeah.
and I doubt he does either.
I have Captain Riker for you.
Here we go.
Let's not mention any of this shield business to Riker just yet.
Uh,
Put him through.
It's your play. You know, I'm not going to undermine him in front of other people, but I'm going to advise
Captain
him as his
Riker,
2IC.
This is my first officer, Commander Jara Rydek.
Big man!
My pleasure.
Sir,
I wish we were all meeting under better circumstances.
So do I, although you and I have actually met before.
We have.
I was a
Eddie.
young lieutenant on the Potemkin. You were first officer on the Tuckerman. I piloted you and our science officer in a shuttle to survey quantum resonance in the planetary rings of Residius 6.
Ah, yes. Now I remember.
You know, he gave me some good advice that day about a very difficult job. Yours.
Yeah,
well, I'm not one to turn down some words of wisdom.
because I'm in
So-
Riker's old seat.
But let me ask, as
From
first officer
Next
on
Generation.
a starship, where does your responsibility lie, first and foremost? To the captain, the crew, or the ship itself?
Oh, this old chestnut. I am curious to hear what she says, though.
It's the crew. It's absolutely the crew.
Ultimately, my responsibility is to the crew at large.
The needs of the many.
Yep,
Have been
100%.
hanging around Ambassador Spock. But the truth is, it's a trick question.
Yeah, it's all
Every
of them.
situation is different,
And none of
There
them.
are no easy answers. And in some cases, it might not be any of those three. It could be the prime directive, or
Yeah.
the mission.
Yes, so perhaps we should get to the matter at hand.
Brilliant advice.
When you were with
Actually,
the Enterprise,
legitimately good
You
advice.
encountered a Takan entity known as Portal 6-3. The Enterprise was held captive in orbit until you were able to convince him to let the ship go.
All of which is detailed in the mission report.
I'll have to rewatch
What
that
we
episode.
want from you is what we can't get from the report. What can we use to get Portal 6-3 to help us?
I've often thought about that over the years. How a small difference in the encounter could have led to disaster. The most important thing is, don't let him push you around. He can appear as a man or as a godlike projection. He'll test you, but don't be overwhelmed by the pageantry and theatrics.
Right. I can stand my ground.
I'll stand up to him. You can trust in that.
Good, but that's just the first step.
Right.
Portal is full of bluster and bravado.
What? Oh, look at this. Remember what I was talking about? People wanting to appeal to social acceptance. It's like, oh, does Captain Riker like me? Captain Riker was struck by Jara's confidence when discussing seeking help from Portal 6-3.
But he can be reasoned with. And that's my other piece of advice. You want to appeal to him rationally. You don't want him thinking you're acting out of fear.
Right.
But we are afraid of the Takan, and with good reason.
Yeah, that's
He's not
true.
the sort to suffer fools. And he'll lose interest if he feels his time is being wasted.
I suppose that's one thing we have in common.
Will he really help us?
Do you think he will go against his own people?
He was proud of his empire. He called us barbarians. Maybe you can find a way to make him see these people claiming to be Takan aren't real Takan. They're
Imposters.
corrupting his legacy.
Ah, yeah.
What if he won't cooperate and we have to face these Takan ourselves?
Then we have a much bigger problem on our hands.
True.
What I mean is, in the 16 years since you discovered this outpost, there has to have been research. Battle plans for what to do about the Takan if we encountered more of them. I need to know what they are.
If I had that answer, it would have been the first thing I told you.
Yeah.
We both know Command has had their share of hidden plans in the past. Like Admiral Hansen and Captain Shelby's Special Projects Division at Starfleet Tactical, devising new ways to take on the Borg.
Trust me, This isn't some Starfleet conspiracy to keep you in the dark. But if you two don't think you're equipped to make contact, you need to tell me now.
No, we got
Because
it.
there is no silver bullet here. Now's not the time to hesitate. I need to know you're up to this.
We know what we're doing. Confidence, let's go.
You're not the only one who's met the Takan anymore. We've faced them in combat. We're not just the right ones for the job.
We're the only
We're
ones.
the only ones.
Yeah.
All right. Asked and answered.
Exactly, let him know.
There was a special task force that considered the Takan, and I was part of it. But because there were no other signs of the Empire, we determined the best course of action was to create a restricted zone around the Delphi-Ardu system.
Yeah. What else could you
I have my
do?
concerns, but I'll clear the way with the brass for your travel into the restricted space. Just remember what I've told you. And it wouldn't hurt to read some Sun Tzu en route.
Yeah, probably.
Marcus Aurelius.
Anything else?
We'll follow your advice. Machiavelli? Oh my god. I don't know about
Your
that.
advice is well taken, Captain Riker. No matter what he throws at us, we'll stand up to this Takan Guardian.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
Rest assured, the Federation is taking this threat very seriously. You won't be alone out there for too long.
Thank you, Captain Riker.
One more thing. Ambassador Spock said that Takan stole some data from your central computer. What's that all about?
Oh.
We're still assessing the extent of the breach. Nothing to report as of right now.
That's it? Ambassador Spock suggested it was something more serious, which is why I'm asking.
God damn it. I'm telling him, bugger it.
One thing we know is that they stole Starfleet shield algorithm.
He asked. And he was glad Jara was honest and transparent about the shield algorithms. See, this is so good, but like, if you've ever dealt with another human being before, there are some people that just put self-interest first, right? Now, as cranky as Mustache Man is over here, he just got offered a golden opportunity to come clean, right? So my reaction's secondary. In fact, you know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't have brought it up, sure, but Riker asked, right? It came up, and our captain tried to bury it, and it's like, no, I won't suffer that bullshit. You had a really good opportunity to come clean there, man. Captain Solano was enraged when Jara told Captain Riker about the shield algorithms had been stolen by the Takan, and wished she had respected his desire to keep that information under wraps. There's a certain point where you respect someone's desire to keep it under wraps, right? Keep it quiet. And then there's another point when you do actually have the question put to you and you answer it honestly. This is really good, though. This is really good.
The shield algorithms, that could jeopardize every ship in the fleet.
Exactly.
Well, we're still making sure our assessment is accurate.
What the hell,
We don't
man?
want to raise alarms unnecessarily.
This is as real as it gets, Solano.
Yeah, dickhead.
I have to talk to Starfleet Command now, so I think this conversation has come to an end. I really do hope you get Portal 6-3 and find those Takan before this gets out of control. Riker out.
This captain.
I specifically said I wanted to keep this under wraps.
Your
I
incompetence.
thought we had an understanding. Now all of Starfleet will hear about this.
I can't lie for you.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I didn't feel comfortable lying to a superior officer.
I have no problem telling Starfleet. I just didn't want Riker holding this over me. Now I have to think about the damage control of it all. You're dismissed.
It's funny, this dude's politically minded and yet he's incompetent at playing politics. Here, I'll say a quick thing about that. Like, don't get me wrong, everyone's different level of intelligence, EQ, IQ, everything, right? We're all different. The real danger is a dumb person that doesn't know they're dumb. That's usually a real problem. They think that they're smarter than the bracket. They think they're beyond the bracket that they're actually sitting in. And this guy seems to suffer from that. So he fancies that he can control it, but he can't see the writing on the wall. Now, as far as character writing and development, there is a really interesting setup here which could pay off by the end of it all. I don't want to be a haha, I was right all along sort of scenario, but he has spent so much time just chasing self-interest and covering himself and not seeing the writing on the wall that I feel like they're setting up like some sort of ultimate sacrifice finale, right, to pull him out of the flames. But I guess we'll see. But it is just interesting that it's so obvious to me, man, that you need to come clean about this sort of thing.
It's the automated Federation warning buoy. Transmitting the disable code Captain Riker provided.
All right.
That was unpleasant. Commander Ermont, what are the conditions of our...
It's just an alarm. Who cares?
All internal systems operational.
Commander Westbrook, what are your scans of the planet?
Nothing out of the ordinary.
No sign of this outrageously powerful Takan being?
I'm running a magneton scan now, but so far, nothing.
Maybe he's asleep.
Where are you? Prep your way, team.
Aye, aye.
We don't know if Portal 6-3 will cooperate. He's not an asset. He's an enemy. So be ready for anything.
Right. Oh, great. We're bringing Dr. Gossip. Actually, I was going to just say one thought real quickly. I think fan service can be really egregious, and obviously I'm having a really good nostalgia trip playing this, which is unusual. If you followed the channel for any length of time, I don't let nostalgia carry weight, generally speaking, and I haven't here. I think the game runs like absolute trash. Like, I don't know if it's a PC port thing or just a Telltale type engine thing, but its performance is terrible, and I won't excuse that. But all the story and all that is really, really good. So I'd like to think that even though I'm enjoying it as a bit of a classic Star Trek fan, I'm not carrying water for it either. I think it's earned its props in its certain areas. What I was going to get to is like, yeah, I don't like when fan service is the entire shtick. And the thing with Riker popping in and doing a little cameo that was kind of like, it didn't have to be him, but it wasn't overdone. It wasn't egregious. I think that was perfect fan service. You needed a pop-in character to report back, and they got someone from the original cast and then sent back out. And to be honest, Spock as a TOS sort of fan service thing has worked as well because he hasn't been too intrusive. That's the real thing. You don't want it to be a fan service show and about these casts. You want your original cast to stand on their own. Anyway, I just thought I'd make that observation with the Riker thing because I worried bringing him in could overshadow the game, but they've clearly put it in the sort of second to third border act intentionally. They didn't bring him in at the very beginning of the game or anything. Anyway, I just thought it's worth pointing out because fan service, people get it so wrong so often. They think it's just as simple as pandering, and that's it.
Alive for a little while longer.
All right.
I cannot stop this ship any more than you could stop the tides.
Not good enough.
The impotent threats of a lower life form do not sway me. I will not bend to you. I was born
I like you better as Kapoor.
6,000 years ago. But a new age dawns today.
Are you the scion of the flame? Are you? Are you one of those?
Are you the scion of the flame?
My name is Zan Utlosa, who was born in the final days of the Age of Makto.
All right.
We are all scions of the flame. Every one of us who have traveled across the bridge of time to be here for the Great Awakening. We have all sworn ourselves to the cause.
Eventually, one of you will break.
You don't understand how overmatched you truly are. This craft was nothing before we imbued it with the speed required by our mission. And the Cartapula produces enough energy to drive an entire fleet of ships like this one. But when we wake the Aphelion, we won't need a fleet.
The Aphelion?
He's giving his game away.
Then will you understand the might of the Takan Empire.
What's the Aphelion?
In this time.
And when you wake the Aphelion, what are you going to do with it?
Anything we want.
Oh.
Come on! This goes from bad to worse unless you do what they say.
It's coming alive.
You can't stop the ship.
Then he will. Or we cut off his hands and use them ourselves.
Interesting.
The moment I reduce speed or change our heading, the others will know. First, they'll just resume course from elsewhere. Trivial matter. And then, they will come here. For you, this is a dead end.
We can deal with that. Bugger it.
That's a risk I'm willing to take.
100%.
Not if they're just going to start it again.
So you believe him?
I'm not sure.
Why would you tell us all this?
I tell you because I value my own life. When my fellow Scions come, and they will come, I expect you'll all act like the savages you are, and a battle will ensue. You've all died once. I don't intend to do so again. I won't touch those controls. If you want to get us killed, do it yourselves.
You fear death. There's a way to stop this ship for good, and he knows how. He just needs more pressure.
What kind of pressure?
We heard him. He'll talk. Trust me.
That's against Starfleet protocol.
Yeah.
You're not on a Starfleet ship. Your protocol does not apply.
That's true.
We take the action that will lead to our victory. Don't assume your
Break
moral
his
code
arms.
takes precedence above all others.
I'm sorry, man. I'm wearing the uniform, and I have rules. I have to uphold. They're there. They're bigger than me. We have to find another way.
I'm not gonna torture them.
Oh, what's going on here? Major Aminta was disappointed when Carter refused to let him torture Takon prisoner to get the information they needed. Insula was relieved when Carter refused to go along with Major Aminta's plan to harm the Takon prisoner.
Not like this. There's gotta be something we can work with here.
Engineering. Population map.
What's this?
What is this?
This display shows the location of the Takon on the ship. This is where the infiltrators are, the central artery of ship systems. Sensors, propulsion, weapons. Doesn't seem to be working here.
This is weird.
Alright. Engineering.
This area here?
Power generation. The warp cores.
It's deserted.
Yeah. It is too. Travel speed.
Going this fast, it would be too dangerous to force a warp collapse by cracking one of the propulsion coils. That could rupture the hull, end up damaging the Cartabula in the process.
Right.
And that risks tearing a hole in space.
We can't have that.
What about engine output?
Engine status. Right. The warp cores are still practically redlined. However they've supercharged the Zeldi, it still relies on existing systems.
They just amplify the output?
But the Takon have already interfaced with those systems. The controls will be no use. So we'd have to find a way to manually shut down the warp cores.
Might not be a manual shutdown as much as it'll be sabotage.
No one appears to be guarding it. I think I can get us there.
Right.
Once we're in, do you really think you can cripple my ship? Not something I'd normally ask, but I'm coming around to it.
I mean, I usually fix things.
Well, usually I'm the guy fixing the things that go wrong on a starship. I'm sure I can figure out a way to break it.
You may even find you like destroying things.
Well, Jesus,
This
okay.
plan of yours has one problem.
Put that chick on a
Strands
list.
us. Left out of the fight when there is a war going on.
Our fight is here, now. This is how we do the most good
Yeah, true.
for the Empire.
Come on, Grandpa.
For the Empire.
For the Empire. Let's go.
So, Carter, you didn't beam out after all.
Uh-oh. My girlfriend's listening in.
I thought you'd escaped when we boarded. I had almost hoped you'd made it off. And Millie's there with you too, right? It's good you two are together.
Nah, bugger it. I'm not going to say anything.
I know you're here, Carter. Your technology is so simple to us. You're not a fighter. I know it. You know it. That's why you're hiding. Somewhere on this ship. But the Takon Empire has so much to offer you. Think of all the knowledge lost for 500,000 years that you'd have access to. I know you want more from life, and I want to show you what you could be a part of.
Nah, I'm good, thanks, mate.
Not just the wonders you've already seen from us. In our time, we had the power to move stars. Carter, you have a thirst for discovery. And a part of you would remain to experience the
Bugger
things
you,
I
I'm
can
part of the
show.
Federation.
But if you try to fight it,
In case you forgot, we were a part of something. I still am. The Federation may not be perfect, but it stands for ideals that your people clearly do not believe in.
Yeah.
we have our own ideals. And we have our own strength. Every one of us on this crusade has fought wars more brutal and consuming than you could fathom. But I want to reach a peaceful resolution to this. Carter, we have a plan for you. And for the others, too.
Oh yeah,
I
assimilation.
don't want to have to destroy you.
There's no compromise here? Do we compromise? What do we do here? What's the plan? Well, what is the plan?
What's this plan you have? Is it the one where you steal our bodies and erase our minds?
Yeah,
That's
good
a
answer.
simplistic view of it. Your memories would live on within us. We can continue this conversation in person. I'll see you on the bridge.
Yeah, I
Very
figured she was figuring out where I was.
Com badges. She's tracking our location with them.
If we have to use force to free our fellow scions, there will be casualties.
We can't stay here. And we need to disable the transmitters.
Where'd you go? You don't want to talk to me?
She's trying to keep you talking.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. But I'm trying to help you.
Remove com badge. Oh, she didn't like that. I bloody hung up on her. Where is she? Oh, I'm Carter, right. Miranda was saddened when Carter wouldn't accept her offer to join the Tacon, which was made worse when he refused to respond to her. Ah, stuff you, mate. Blocked. Remove back cover. Oh, here we go. Look at this. Look at this. Disable transmitter. Really? You could use this as a distraction. They know we're on the
Got it.
bridge.
Mine's done too.
Time to hit the road.
You could have given them to one of you
You've
and,
forgotten something.
and run distraction.
They know where we're going.
Do they? Oh!
Set to stun.
Oh, okay,
You're not
clever.
going to shoot a guy who's unconscious, are you?
You keep getting in my way.
We've managed this far without doing it your way.
We are hardly in control of this situation.
Oh, for crying out loud, you're on the
Now
same
we have
side, you
loose
goober.
ends.
You two forget you're on the same side? Come on!
Yeah. Just zapping
Now
everyone.
let's move it.
Bloody hell. I mean, I guess, yeah, sure. Surely there are long-term side effects to being stunned unconscious. It can't be good for your head. You know? Like, I know it's very Hollywood, but if you hit a dude over the rock, hit a dude over the head with a rock until he's unconscious, I'm just telling you now, it's not going to go well for that bloke for like the rest of his life. That shit really messes you up.
Our coordinates match the exact location where Riker met Portal 6-3.
But I saw it in a movie.
Unlike Riker's team, we beamed down without a problem.
It's quiet.
Too quiet.
Portal has to know we're here.
Why don't you go
If
gossip
he
with
won't
him?
come to us, we'll go to him. Spread out.
Yeah, let's split up. We'll cover more ground that way. Oh, a tree.
Already gave it a scan. Dead.
Okay.
Whole planet feels like it's been turned to stone.
Huh. I mean, we recognize these crystals, hey?
Doctor?
Ugh.
Commander, keeping an eye on those duridium levels? Good. Last thing we need are your cells destabilizing on a hostile alien planet.
Yeah, right. And here I thought that would be helpful to the mission. What's happened here?
Burn marks.
Report mentioned phaser fire being redirected toward these strange crystals.
It also mentioned Portal calling down lightning bolts.
Better keep our guards up.
Alright, so this is probably very throwback to the episode, but I can't remember any of it. Examine overhang.
If I recall right, Geordi LaForge transported in here, hanging upside down.
Oh wow, what a lad.
I guess we're lucky we were spared the indignity.
Anything unusual, Commander?
It's all unusual, to be honest. We've precious little data on this planet, so brief was Captain Riker's visit. Anything he didn't see himself is a total unknown.
We deal with unknowns all the time. Part of the job.
Part of the job.
I'm accustomed to dealing with the unknown from my station on the bridge.
Jesus, alright, bloody cranky pants. What's over here?
This is where Portal 6-3 projected his image.
He was guarding this bridge. That has to mean something.
We'll move forward when you're ready, Commander.
Oh, I'm ready. Should I be tricordering? Bloop, 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 blop, bloop. No, looks all pretty barren over here. Let's roll out.
Follow me.
Who's this straggler? Catch up.
Ends here.
Huh. Uh-oh.
Is it me, or did that path just disappear?
There was a path there a moment ago.
There must be an explanation.
Huh. What's going on with these?
Pulses.
Yeah.
Same energy as the other Tikhon technology.
Same energy.
Most of the crystals appear dormant. What's different about this one?
Readings indicate there's a cavity in the rock right behind it.
We could try melting a hole through the wall with our phasers.
Yeah?
Worth a try.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Nothing.
Nothing.
There's gotta be a weakness. Somewhere it isn't totally solid. Whoa!
An illusion.
I'm sure that wall was as real as the rest of them.
Yeah, we
I
couldn't
felt
destroy
it.
it.
It's almost like our holodeck technology, but far more advanced.
Yeah.
The crystals must be absorbing the energy from our phasers.
I'm picking up something. A biosignature. It's faint, but it's there.
Huh.
With me.
With me! Move out. These environments are pretty cool.
Another dead end.
Or another illusion.
Ah.
Crewman LaRue, if you would.
Unleash, buddy. Oh.
Deval to Resolute. Beam Crewman LaRue directly to medical.
Is he okay?
You just got him
He'll
killed.
live.
Whatever.
Not all crystals work the same, it
Good
seems.
work, Ray-Bans.
Don't fire your phasers at any crystals unless we're sure they're putting out the same pulses as before.
Commander, I may be able to speed up the process. I can now detect many different wavelengths of radiation simply by looking.
Oh, cool.
The Tikhon radiation is unusual, so I can't quite clear it all up, but I was able to eliminate many of the non-tetrametric crystals. Your tricorder should warn you.
That's an enormous help. Thank you, Lieutenant.
Yeah, good work, Pit
It's
Vipers.
my honor.
I love that now she's finally contributing because she's got a piece of equipment. Alright. Use a tricorder to find tetrametric crystals and shoot them with your phaser.
Tetrametric. Good sign.
Alright, this illusion. Alright, okay, well. Get the phaser.
Commander!
Oi!
Look at that.
Look at that. I thought he threw his phaser.
Trust, but verify.
Trust but verify.
Indeed.
Of course. I thought he threw his phaser. He just threw a rock. What if that rock was an illusion?
We don't have any data about what's below the surface on Delphi Ardu-4. And I don't feel a particularly strong urge to find out.
Yeah, I reckon it's probably a sudden
That
stop
makes
down
two of
there.
us.
How you going, big dog?
Aside from the breathable atmosphere, this is a remarkably inhospitable planet. Traces indicate there was once living flora, but it's been dead so long it's practically turned to stone.
From what Portal told Riker, it was an outpost to defend the far edge of the Tikhon Empire.
Right.
Well, it's not that now. Now, it's a grave.
You come up with that on your own, did you, mate?
wonder if this place was always so lifeless.
Yeah. I wonder. What about you? What's the goss?
Something alive beyond this wall. Based on the data from the Enterprise's records, it must be Portal 6-3.
Oh.
I'll figure out how to get us past it.
I know you will.
Yeah, good. What about this one? No tetrametric pulses on that one.
Biosignature is coming from this direction. I'm sure of it. There's no getting through here.
There's always a way.
There's always a way. Aha! Bizz! Is that the one I already shot? Wait, now I've gotten confused. Did I not actually cross the bridge? I got the impression that I'd crossed the bridge because everyone just teleported across. Cool.
More crystals. Need a way across.
Okay. My bad. My bad. Oh! Rough. Alright, well, I guess we'll keep chipping away. This might be a good place to pause. I know it's sort of mid-mission, but I can handle that. Alright, team. Let me know if you want to see some more. Who am I kidding? We're going to keep going. Might just leave it there for the time being, and I will catch you guys on the next one.